You're a startup founder, and probably the most important metric that you're living by is your revenue. And as important as it is not the most important metric that you have. Now, later on, I'm going to share that one metric I wish I knew when I was a founder. I started Munchery, which was a food startup, back in 2011. I left in 2017. So 6 years, we went up to about $50-60 million of revenue. And the number one thing I was living my life by was top line growth. I was a founder of a fast growing startup, build. And top line growth, revenue numbers, would translate to one thing in our world: the number of meals that we were selling. We sold X thousand of meals today. We want to sell X thousand more by next week. So I knew my repeat customers. I knew my data. I knew them by name. I knew where they were from. But at the same time, I wasn't as data focused as I should be. Now, the reason why it's so important is because as a growing startup, your acquisition or your marketing tactics, they're changing. When I ran my startup, it was about the promo codes, right? We realized that for a person to order food online was a new experience. You're like, well, why is that? This is pre-DoorDash, pre-Uber Eats. We were trying to get people to eat food from an online source, which is very new. So we realized you gotta let people try the food out first. So we developed these promo codes that would give out food and give out maybe free appetizers or free desserts. We had a ton of sophistication. Well, the problem was it got out of hand. You will realize that as your marketing tactics change, it actually has an impact further down the line. Maybe not that month or the second month, but the third, fourth, fifth, sixth month, you're gonna see it. You can spend the marketing, spend the dollars to acquire those customers, but can you even get people to use your product? So as a founder, I understand there's a sort of cycle of survival. You have to keep growing at all costs. But how you grow actually matters. It's actually why I built Deepdive. It was this realization that growth at all costs is not the most important thing. It's how you grow and how you get there. Well, the data that should drive your behavior as a founder is cohort by retention. Now, we started doing that because as we were raising more capital, that was a slide that they wanted, but it was too late. Retention by cohort actually is the most important metric, the most important chart to look at is that path to get you there. So I want to encourage you to get off the growth at all costs, start looking about how you're growing, start there. Look at the acquisition channels, the marketing channels, and take that revenue target, put it aside. Yes, the investors want to look at that, but more importantly is quality, the quality of your growth. So look at your product, look at your customers, look at their retention. If this is helpful, please comment below and I'll be glad to answer, and I'll see you guys next time.